last game, South Carolina against Mississippi State in the championship. Congratulations on your dedication and your work and the outstanding job you've done on the women's tournament over the years. I've worked with you on some of those Final Fours, and boy, you bring a really unique and tremendous, concise perspective to women's basketball, and I know they're going to miss you.
It's been an absolute privilege for me to cover the young women and the coaches who have always been so gracious sharing their journeys. But yeah, you get to a certain point, Mark, keeping up is hard. Keeping up at all three is hard.
Hardest working lady in television, folks, beside me tonight, but not for long. Getting out to Rubio. Minnesota leading by 2, and Rubio just brimming, burgeoning with confidence. You know, since the end of the trade deadline, when all that speculation about him being traded for Reggie Jackson of Detroit finished and Thompson draws the foul, once Rubio was able to move past that, his mind was a lot more settled, and he was able to get into a good groove, especially shooting the basketball, Doris. We look what he did in the month of March, almost 18 points per game. As Thompson goes to the free throw line. Let's take a look at the upcoming menu of games nationally on TNT on Thursday. Boston and Atlanta, Minnesota and Portland next Friday on NBA TV. Atlanta, Cleveland, OKC, Phoenix, then ABC Saturday. A great one for you. The Clippers in San Antonio to take on the Spurs.
Well, back to your point about Rubio, I think, you know, one of the things he's talked about and his coach has talked about is the time he's put in, right? It always correlates confidence to time spent in the gym.
Rubio coming off a very tumultuous last 10 or so months, losing his mother, his grandmother as well, and working through that personal grief and really shining here for this Minnesota team.
Well, he has said, in fact, that probably in the darkest days when you're struggling and the game that you've played since you were a kid is not really going the way you hope. He said, you know, there are times I'm on the road and my family is experiencing tough times or not well. And I'm sitting there questioning, what am I doing here? Right? I could be back home being a support piece. That's not easy. I think we can tend to look at NBA players as almost superheroes, but they've got lives just like we do. This young guy, boy, it's really good to see him shoot the ball, Mark.
Put to work, and he's got 6 points. Only Russell Westbrook is averaging more assists per game since the All-Star break. Green on the roll. JaVale McGee up high. He has been a great addition. That's right, a great addition to this Warriors team this year. Steve Kerr has been a staunch defender of McGee, with times been on the wrong end of a lot of those blooper reels. Good defensive play to knock it out of bounds.
Well, he's a tremendous athlete, and Draymond Green does such a good job on the move as a decision maker. It makes it easy for McGee, but you're right. I mean, he's played within himself. He's done everything the organization has asked him to do.
Wiggins. Pull-up jumper over Green is off the mark. Jang gave Curry a little too much room. And Steph cooking out there from outside. His first 3-ball tonight. Steph Curry had 42 in their last game. On 9 of 14 from downtown in that win against the Wizards. Rubio, nice little fake and a soft touch for Rubio, who's having an outstandingly prolific first quarter with 8. Boy, Curry doing a dribbling drill, Doris.
I'll tell you, he started the quarter with 3 assists. Very much the way he approached the Washington game, where he had 6 assists in the first quarter, so he starts distributing, and then all of a sudden he decides, okay, maybe it's my turn. So he sets you up the prior possession with the 3-ball, and then that ability to go high off the window and keep it away from the shot blocking ability is so special.
And Steve Kerr telling us before the game that he just thought Steph was tired, that he was fatigued, he had rubbery legs in that quote-unquote slump period he went through as JaVale McGee comes up with a block. That mid to early part of March when Curry was struggling with his shooting. Omri Caspi right at the end of the shot clock. But it's interesting to note that after Kerr rested Curry and Thompson and Green in San Antonio, that they started to run off that 11-game winning streak right after that. And McGee on the high handle.
He's given you tonight what he's given this team all year. That block shot on the prior possession, you thought when Kevin Durant went out, because this team has been the #1 shot blocking team in the league for this season. McGee has done that at a high level in his absence, and so their defense started to click in part because McGee was able to keep that particular area up.
Wiggins, his second air ball tonight. Minnesota 0 for 4 from downtown on the game.
He may not be as good an athlete, but he's still pretty special. Look at the vertical, the length that he's got. And then on the other end, just opportunistic, right? The floor is going to be spaced, which means if he gets behind that first line of defense, turn the lights out.
He has 11 blocks in the last 3 games for Golden State. Curry with a step back over Caspi. A long 2 is no good. Rubio calls out the set. With under 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter, Golden State leading by 1. Jones alongside Doris Burke and J.A. Adonde. 2-on-1, Iguodala on the break. That's a mismatch against Rubio. Steve Kerr calls him the adult in the room.